Hello everyone, I'm Lady of Gold and I'm so glad today because I am in Milano with one of my favorite jewelry brand, Maestro Scavia.
Thank you, my beautiful gold of lady. I'm very honored to be with you and I'm very pleased. I'm ready to answer to all your questions.
Thank you to have me today and thank you for very warm welcoming. And I love your boutique, it's so beautiful that everything here is talking about history of your brand. And I see beautiful, your family members, your son, your grandkids. And I'm so glad you joined me today. And I have some couple of questions for you to discuss with you. And I just want to know, take us back for the beginning, what sparked your journey in the jewelry?
To go back to the history of Scavia, it's a long story because it's a story of 120 years that started with my grandfather in 1911 and then with my mother after the war and after with me in 1968 with my mother. I was lucky because I spent at least 30 years of my life with my mother, who was my biggest teacher and was a wonderful lady, a special. I've never met a lady so feminine, so entrepreneur, so human, so sweet like my mother it was. And then now it's not finished the story. It's now I'm with my son. Actually, he is in Kazakhstan, so he's not with us today. But he is a 27 years old guy and very brilliant, very brilliant. I'm very happy to work with him and I'm sure that he will manage the company when I will be in paradise, because certainly I will go to paradise,
We all go there.
and he will manage the company in a very good way. So let's say that's in a few words, it is the history of our company and the history of passion. Where
And the family, how the family create your
family,
mother
yes,
actually.
yes, my mama, my grandfather, my mother, myself, and my son. Let's say we are passionate of jewelry because jewelry is culture. You can read the culture of a civilization actually in a great extent by the jewelry they left after, because jewelry cannot be destroyed. Gold, stone, you can lose, but you cannot break. I think that this history is really an history of love and passion all through 120 years of history.
Yeah, like actually Italians always family, for Italians is very important. The family, the tradition.
And it is a history of creation. Let's say, let's speak about me. Let's say when I started, I was an innovator because I was looking all around in the world what they used to do in these years, 1968, 69, 70. And it was really, it was only an expression of money. We wanted to make jewelry which was expression of culture and innovation and interpretation of the woman's life. Because what I care so much is that our jewelry do not have to be in the safe. They need to live their own life on the ladies who will buy them.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you remember your first piece of the jewelry? You made it and then
The
maybe...
first piece of jewelry that I made, significant piece, it was a ring that I made for a woman who was celebrating 50 years of birthday, and I made with a pear shape. The husband, he bought a pear shape of something 8, 9 carat, and he wanted to make a ring. And I made one ring which was a pure gesture, like this, tack, tack. And this was the history of the ring. The ring very innovative for the time, and with this ring, I won a Diamond International Award. My first, I was young, like a baby, and the first piece that I have sent to a competition, I won first prize.
So basically, the ring is win the competition.
Yeah, win the competition, and it was, let's say, really a fracture on the normal ring that were made like a leg and the stone over it. It was a total fracture on the finger of this lady. And
Wow,
it's
that's so
very actual
impressive.
even today.
Even today.
Yeah, very modern. Of course, we made a single piece, but we have exhibited this ring, what is it, 2 years ago in the museum, that they were making an exhibition of Scavia jewelry, 50 years of Mr. Scavia.
Yeah, it's just like piece of art, because
Me, I don't like to use so much the word art. You have to understand that I'm a very understated person. I'm not using big words. I prefer reality. So let's say jewelry is not art. Art is when something is free of any conditionment. But if I make jewelry, the first goal is to make happy a lady and to make her beautiful, make her feeling well.
well.
So that's the goal. So I'm very tied to this.
Yeah, but I think you have also a lot of clients, like what you mentioned now is your first, the jewelry, which one you made it, it's already the win in competition. And then, I think you also have a lot of clients, like you made something for them, like unique piece, and then this is from generation to generation.
Because our pieces, as they are dedicated to a woman, even the pieces that they are ready, they are one different from the other. Why? In the style they are different. Because when I think to make a ring, I think a certain person. In my memory, I have met thousands and thousands of ladies. I am making by chance this ring, because I start from by chance this aquamarine, and I think in my mind, in my memory, I go to a certain lady, by chance like you, and I create a piece that fits you. But if it fits you, it does not fit another lady, another different kind of lady. So this is why my pieces are, you can feel the same hand, but they are different
Yeah, but
expression,
yeah.
because they need to fit a certain type of lady. Of course, 50% of my work, actually, it is made on a design of a person. But 50% just also ready pieces. But ready pieces that they don't follow a line, collection. I don't have collection. I have single pieces conceived for a certain kind of lady.
So every pieces you have is just single pieces, never repeated.
No, only maybe in all my history, maybe 10 pieces I repeated, because they became so famous, and the owner, they told me, you can do it, I'm very happy. And then if I had some requests, but even not exactly the same.
There is something always changed.
Like our earring Sandra Dia that I made for Elizabeth Taylor, that they won the Diamond International Award, that they are in the Museum of Modern Art in New York. Also this earring by chance I made, because she bought 6 pair to make gifts to his friend, but each one is a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because they are handmade, and because they are in the respect of what I believe, that jewelry need to be single. A single job made by the hand of my craftsman, of my artist. I want to tell you something about this earring. This earring we called lacrima blue, means blue tear. I designed starting from the pure gesture, vertical gesture of this, but I split this gesture in 3 parts, like 3 mirrors, and here I put the pearl. you can see there are three mirrors, you see, three blades holding. And the beauty of the earring is this part, the pearl, which is a natural pearl of an incredible shape. Me, in 55 years of work, I've never seen a couple of pearls like this. And then a small leaf on the lobe just hanging. So this is a pure gesture, clean, precise, not showing off, but really a value of
And it's very
aesthetic.
elegant too.
Yeah.
Was there a moment when you realized this could be actually become a real brand, your brand?
Let's say that I am against the brand. I hate the brand. I hate to be called the brand. Why? Because if I could, I would not even write my name on my piece of jewelry. Like the
How you like
sculpture.
to call the?
Real. It's made by Scavia. That's it.
That's it.
But of course, when you are known, when you become famous, when people, they ask, if this is a collection of Scavia and you are known in many parts of the world, of course, you become a brand, but a special brand for Scavia. Because what is a brand? Brand is a name that targets one person. You are wearing, sorry for saying, a bag of Hermes, you are Hermes lady. You are rich, you are high standard because you are wearing Hermes. If you are wearing, let's say, the Panther of Cartier, you are a Cartier lady. Oh, so means you are a certain level. I don't want that my customer, if she is wearing a Scavia, she need to be recognized for Scavia. She need to be recognized for herself. And my piece of jewelry need to be recognized because it's outstanding. Because she chose. And the one who does not understand anything about jewelry, he does not even care. The one who knows, he can distinguish that it is a personal choice of this lady.
Yeah.
So I am a little bit a negation of brand.
So you don't follow the trends? No.
Zero, for zero. The brand, after all, it needs repetition because you see the piece in the publicity, you see the piece on a woman. By chance, I am absolutely against to give my pieces to the actress to publish, to promote my jewelry.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, because my customer who buys this necklace need to be to know that this is her necklace. She was not used to make famous actress, or famous my brand.
The most important is exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
Yeah.
But exclusivity in the real sense. Piece that it is conceived, made for one person who just bought the brands in the past years and now it's fed up of brand. She wants to be free and to be able, because she became able to choose her own jewelry, like her own dress, like her own lifestyle.
So is there a piece you create that holds special meaning to you?
Special money.
Yeah, like means something for you very special.
Yes. There is one piece that I have designed in 1975. And I made for my mother. Because my mother was celebrating 50 years of the shop, Scavia shop, that she established. Her grandmother established in 1923, and my mother made it bigger and bigger. And in 1975, I wanted to make a jewelry piece that could be like a poem, like a celebration. And I made this Albero della Vita. And this Albero della Vita was a piece that could not be sold. In fact, it was for my mother for until she lived. Now she is with Roberta, my wife, and it will be to my daughter. And it is a celebration of life because there is a tree, the fruit, the love, two persons, which are the eyes, which are suspended on the spiral of the time. Yeah. It's really a tale, and it was published everywhere, you know it. This moment, it is in my house, in disposal of Roberta.
And how do you call that piece of the jewelry?
Albero della vita, tree of life.
Tree of life.
Tree of life.
Wow, so
And this
beautiful.
is memorable, and I made, you know, when I was young, but in a very, very technically very nice old skewer that even in the after 100 years can be dismantled and restored perfectly. Then by chance a piece which is also very famous in my collection is this, which is the Sandra Dia, the earring that I designed in 1988 when I met Elizabeth Taylor.
Where you meet her?
I met her in Gstaad.
In Palace.
No, she
Palace?
had a villa to her house. I went to her house. I stayed there one day, and she told me, "Hey, I will marry not a rich man, a poor man from Poland, and I want
Don't make something very expensive because
very
she have
expensive
amazing
because,
collection.
yeah, and but very beautiful." So I designed this earring in a bigger version, and only one mono, and she was very happy. And then we won the Diamond International Award, and then we sold to the Museum of Modern Art in New York. And then she bought six because she wanted to buy one different from the other, not exactly the same.
Do you have any favorite stone? Personally, you love it?
Let's say,
More?
generally speaking, I have to say that I like diamonds, but not so much. I like antique diamonds, old Indian diamond of 200-300 years ago, because they are really unique. The cut, the shape, you know, it's unique. Then I like very much color stone. I like emerald very much, because this green color, you know. And then, let's say, more or less the same as I like emerald, I like ruby. Even if ruby is a very difficult stone, because the red tend to be vulgar. So I like a very special kind of red, which is a little bit fuchsia. Yeah. And I like the ruby from Burma, not from Africa, not from our origin, because of the color. I like the color of this red, a bit fuchsia, like the old stone of Burma of 100 or 200 years ago. The one you can see in the museum. These I like very much. And they are in production even now.
And it's difficult to turn creativity to business? How you manage that?
That you made a very nice question. To make money in the jewelry is not a difficult story. You need not many models, and you need a big distribution. You can make money because you can sell wholesale. This is not our job. I make the jewelry I like. I make what I like. If I don't like a certain kind of gold chain, I don't make. Even if I have a request, I don't make. That's not me. But to answer your question, it's difficult to make money with jewelry. For me, yes, because we are not so much interested in making money. We are more interested in making special pieces, beautiful pieces that satisfy my ego. And when I do, of course, we have to look for the buyer. This is why we cannot sell through dealer. We need to sell ourselves. When I sell a piece of jewelry, I sell a little part of myself. So it is not easy to make money, but of course, my God, you know, I cannot complain. We are living a good life.
Yeah.
So I want to show you something else, by chance this ring that I know you like so much.
Yeah.
Why? Because this ring is really a sculpture, is a flying, and it is conceived on the hand, No, give me the free one because it need to be like this, and these two hub that they are expanding like a bird flying, and easy to wear, very comfortable if you can confirm.
Yeah,
Very comfortable.
yeah. There is something special about this business you want to share with people that doesn't have any idea about the jewelry industry?
I don't think that a lady needs to know something about jewelry industry. If the lady, poor or rich, from east or west, from north or south, is feminine and he has a certain culture inside, spirit, well cultivated. She knows everything about jewelry because she is able to choose the right piece, and like she is able to choose the right dress to wear. Very ridiculous sometimes when you see a lady who is wearing a wrong dress only because of its own fashion. But if on her it is not good, she has not to wear it.
Yeah.
It's on fashion. So a lady who is educated, poor or rich, as I say, from north to south, different culture, Japanese or American, she has the taste, she has the sensibility, she's able to choose the right piece, and she has the knowledge of the jewelry.
But I think so you will be agree with me. Most of the time the men choose the jewelry for ladies.
No,
No?
no. The man has a wish to make a gift, but very often, or the man knows exactly the taste of the wife, or generally the man is coming with the wife and she has to choose because it's
So
respectful.
which customers you have more? The ladies they choose it themselves or
Let's say we are working very much in the East, Far East, Southeast Asia, and in this region, ladies are very independent. Ladies, maybe they have also some important position, and they are able to choose, and they have the financial independence to buy the jewelry. But of course, very often a woman does not like to buy jewelry, not because of the money, but because of the meaning. The fact that one day I will offer you a small ring, even if it is a small piece, not expensive, for you has a big meaning because it's a friendship with Fulvio, and you will keep it with a great memory. So very often a lady is searching for this meaning, so she likes that the husband will offer a piece of jewelry just to have like an important part of his soul inside the piece. Then we have by chance a completely different thing. There's one more classic emerald ring, super expensive. Maybe
from which country this
this is a
emerald?
me. I like only Colombian
Colombia.
emerald.
You don't like Zambia?
Zambian don't like. I like Colombian emerald because the composition of the green with blue or yellow, I prefer the Colombian one. And the ring in itself, you see, with this pear shape and drop shape, just floating around. When you wear it on, it has a special look. You see, everything is your size. It's classic but special. You can see that Scavia. Then there is something else which is a little bit special. It is a ring for two fingers. It can send also with a beautiful sapphire from Burma, no heat. And I use always no heat stone because I like natural. I don't like to heat the emerald or to impregnate sapphires or ruby. I don't like to impregnate the emerald with glue and so on in order to make them more alive. I want the natural, it is better.
Yeah.
Like You can move the hand very freely,
Yeah, easy.
and very much decorative. The hand, he has movement, he has volume, and it's a beautiful sound.
And when you're available to create you build your company, your jewelry brand, that's changed something in your life? Or you still the same like before?
No, for me, I started doing this job because I wanted to live with my mother very next to her because of personal problem that my mother has an illness, and I wanted to take care of her really 20 hours a day. So I joined her job and I developed her job. I reopened the factory of my grandfather because I needed not to be only a trader, but to be a manufacturer. And
And this has happened all in
1968, I started making my job, let's say, because I wanted to live with my mother and to make a life that she could be happy. Because, as I told you, we had a personal problem of illness. She had a cancer. Why? But she didn't know. She didn't. I didn't tell her. So in this case, she lived not few years, but 27 years. She survived, and it was 27 years of passion for me, great passion, because we were very much enthusiastic and very much active, and we produced the best thing.
how you choose the stones normally.
Until few years ago, I was traveling so much searching the stone because after all we many of the stone we have to cut specially, so we have to buy the rough and to cut the stone. Many other stone we buy just finish. Now in the last 10-15 years I travel very less for this reason, because they know us in the world, so they don't come to us. Come to us, I will see the stone in the custom office. If I like, I buy. If I don't like, I send back. But of course, to be on the mind every year, at least I go 2 or 3 times to see the mine of Burma, or Ruby mine and Sapphire mine, or I go to South Africa to the mine of South Africa for the diamond.
So you basically personally go to mine.
Yes.
I believe you have some difficulty in life too. So when you have that moment, do you have people close to you? You can call them, you can ask them.
No,
Support you.
I had many difficult moments in my life. I don't know if I have to tell you, but what's happened when I had difficult moment, as my character, I am alone. I don't want to share, I don't want to ask.
So you prefer to solve the problem yourself.
And who was next to me by chance in the hospital or in the emergency situation? The most unexpected one. I was attacked, as I told your photographer, by terrorists, and they shot me. Who was in the hospital next to me in the normal hospital in the emergency for 3 days? And one of my old driver who knew this by television, they came to the hospital to see if I needed. He was there for 3 days. That's funny.
Yeah.
When I had some problem for the health of my mother, who was next to me? Some unexpected, very simple people only, that I was kind with them and I remember, so they were next to me. Some of my pupil, because I was teacher of the school of jewelry, who came unexpected, not asked. But generally speaking, I want to say that in the life when you have difficult moment, better be by yourself.
Yeah.
I learned to be by myself all through my life and to face difficult time by yourself. That's the best way.
So you don't like to ask people to help you.
No,
You want to be.
but not because you want to be Superman or something. Because I know the nature of human being. Like the Italian De Filippo, big writer and comic. It used to say, in the life you can ask one time and someone will help you, but it is need to be one time.
One time.
Second time is too much. So, though even better not to ask, not even one.
You believe on friendship?
I believe in friendship that come from years. You cannot be friend after 1 week or after 1 year.
Yeah, so you
You
can't
need
just
to
leave
go
it.
through many years and from many decades, and then you can say, "Here's my friend," because he crossed the difficult and the beautiful moment together. Because also there is a problem to enjoy with a friend.
But what is fundamental for you when you choose? You say, this is my real friend.
Is that person with whom you have spent different experiences. I was a mountaineer when I was young, and I used to climb mountains. You understand who is the friend when you climb by chance the the wall of northeast of Matterhorn for 7 hours. You know, with your friend who is next to you, and if you are next to him, because it's double sense. So in the life, you have to exchange, and you have to exchange suffering and also pleasure. That's what I want to say. When you are my friend and you are happy because something beautiful it happens in your life. If I am your friend, I need to enjoy with you, which is very difficult because sometimes we are jealous. We are small mind, and
You think more jealous man or woman?
so it's the same. There are
Same.
men who are jealous, there are men who are not jealous, and same for the woman. Depends on the character, from the education. But to enjoy with a friend, it is difficult like to suffer with a friend. Sometimes even more difficult.
Yeah. Saving or investment? What you prefer?
For jewelry,
No, general life. Like you prefer save or you prefer invest?
to invest.
To invest.
Saving, you need to save, but you need to save for one reason. Not generally when you say the word saving, I think to keep on a side for the future, because I prefer to be dynamic, to invest money.
And how you calculate the risk when you invest?
Vabbè, you need to be clever, you need to be prudent, Anche
But
la
you can be
prudenza.
calculate everything, sometimes.
Yeah, of course, that's the risk of when you make a risk, when you take a risk, you need to be careful and not to risk all. You have to risk a part.
Part
Sometimes
of
in
it.
part of it, in my life, I made many attempts to do something. Sometimes I was lucky, sometimes I was unlucky, because maybe condition change, or nowadays, especially the world is so much in movement that you don't know what's happened tomorrow in Italy or in England or in France or in America. We don't know anything. We are guessing.
Should people prioritize passion or paycheck, in your opinion?
Paycheck.
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 Paycheck. Why?
Because for men it's more practical. Passion needs to come from a long culture and long itinerary.
Yeah.
Check is more easy. This we call black jelly. Really, it is not black. It's a very dark, dark, dark green that look like black. Then if you put in a transparent against the light, you see that it's dark brown. And it is carved by us in Europe, in Milan. And it is something that ladies will like very much.
Yeah, and it's very
Yeah. There is
interesting.
this transparency, there is this memory of Oriental, because I used some design of the Chinese tradition.
Do you have some hobby?
My hobby is in my job, because my job is complex. I like to write, and I am also a journalist. I write many articles. I like to paint and to make sculpture, but my job is also part of this. I I like to work in my business because it's so much different, so much new every moment, and it also connected with culture, with literature, with many things. Of course, I like to read, I like to write, I like to hear music, not to play music because unluckily I am not able to. I tried with the piano, but it was a disaster. But I like music, so I am passionate of music, and especially 17th century music, and many things like this, but all related to culture and related to art, and but also science by chance, you know. I am also a geologist, so I like nature and the study of nature, crystallography and so on. So I have many interests. So I should have more time. But the great luxury nowadays for me, it is the time. Because in our life, you know, if you are alive and if you have interest, the luck is the time. It's incredible, but that's it.
Yeah, and you never, like,
One
time will
day I
go,
was
like,
telling my guys, you know, the real luxury is the ownership of time.
time, exactly.
Who is rich? Who owns its own time?
It's true.
The other are slave.
And your favorite sound?
Sound. I don't know if you know the Lonely Shepherd. This music which is played by Saphir with the float. This has a sound that remind me when I was in the mountain alone by myself, climbing the mountain. So it touched my heart deeply. The sound of the flute, especially the one that Mr. Saphir is playing with this song, The Lonely Shepherd.
And if you have chance to change something now in the world, what you will be change? If you have that power.
To change something
Yeah.
in my life or in
No.
the world.
General.
I am very touched by the pain of people who are suffering because of the war. Also because the war that we have in the Middle East and the one we have in Ukraine and Russia, and the one that they are in Africa by chance in this moment, after 1 year, 2 year of war like this, or after many years like in the Middle East, they create the hate. People, young generation, grow up thinking that this is the enemy. I was suffering because of him, so I will kill him. So this is a changement of the soul. The soul is suffering, so he creates other sufferings. And it's a change that, by chance in the Middle East, after 70, 80 years of fighting, killing one with the other, you know, how can you set up this? If I could be a magician, I could do tack, and
Stop.
then not only the world, but also the soul
Yeah.
become
To
clean.
have peace.
You can see the friend, not the enemy. Understand?
Yeah, I do.
But difficult to be such a magician.
Yeah, I know it's not possible. What is your advice for young generation? If someone want to be start create,
And for anything, I recommend, like I recommended to my son, I recommended, but of course with energy, to be busy. Be busy. Don't keep free time. Be busy. If whatever you like music, you like sport, you like culture, you like reading, you like whatever you like, be concentrated, do it, be curious, work, work, work. Don't leave free time. Free time means that you go into vicious.
yeah, it's a
Don't do
waste of
it.
time. Yeah.
Wasting. When I see the young generation in the street with this funny thing and wasting their own time, my God, with all the beautiful things to do.
Especially now.
Now, you have all the
It's everything available.
possibilities,
Yeah.
with the culture, with the computer, you have all information you can. I remember when I was young, I was so much curious of everything. My son also, I was not, I was denying him, but now I don't have to do anything because he does. His mother, something, Fulvio, you keep him too much busy. Don't say so. He need to be busy, yes, be busy.
Yeah.
That's it. So be busy, be interested of anything, whatever you like, do it deeply.
Yeah, I agree.
Then another piece which is very common because nowadays the snake is very common. I made 2 years ago when it was the year of the snake. But this snake is very special. You know why? Because it's so much flexible. Because each element has its own spiral. So there is no one spiral of stainless steel inside, but there is many, many, many spiral of platinum in order to allow the bracelet to move very softly
Yeah, it's
wherever
very
you want.
flexible. Very, very flexible.
And it is not a bad snake. It's a friendly snake. I gave a face of the snake very friendly.
What about horse you mentioned to me?
Yes, yes. I'm making now the hair of the horse. Luckily, it's not yet ready. It will be ready in the next 15, 20 days. I made many variation because we may make a limited series, but each one different in color.
Yeah.
With tourmaline, more or less expensive, depend from the stone. But I went into the nature of the horse, means the head and the movement of the criniera, the hair, and the movement of the coda, the tail, and the strength. So here you have the body, you have this arch. It is something special. You will see when it will be finished. It will be
Like all Scavia pieces.
nearly all the 50 pieces are just booked. We have left 4 or 5 before finishing the piece.
Incredible.
We just presented in Kazakhstan, in Dubai. So this is our story.
Yeah, we really enjoyed today all stories you explained to us, is exclusivity about.
I think that, as I told you, Scavia is a little bit a world apart in the high-class jewelry, where, let's say, the value of the pieces, it is just inside the
Exclusivity.
piece itself.
Yeah.
And it is in the relation with the customer who will buy a Scavia piece. Generally speaking, when a customer start being a Scavia fan, it will stay for years and generations sometime. this is what I was telling you before, that we need special customer who has individual taste.
Yeah, by
If
trend
to
too.
wear, what not to wear. But, they need to do by themselves. So they need to have just maybe both the norm and what everyone buys, and to be more exigent and to look for something special, different.
Thank you, Maestro. Thank you very much for all this beautiful story. Today you explained to me and show me all these amazing pieces
Thank you very much to you.
you created, because it's a lot of work behind.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, today we have amazing time in the Scavia home.
So I say hello to you, and we will meet next time in some nice place for some nice occasion.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
Bye bye.